Give awkward silence a chance. Welcome to my channel. Everybody of us knows the feeling of awkward silence. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. You're not sure what you should do in this moment, and most of the times we just ask random questions to stop this awkward silence and just to start to talk about something and not be in this weird silence where everybody's looking at each other but nobody's saying nothing. And I'm sure everybody has experienced that. For example, when you're invited to a party and you go there with your friend, but then your friend leaves you with somebody else that you don't know, that you have never talked to, and then there's silence. You're with this person that you know nothing about them, and you don't know if to start a conversation or if your friend will return or what to do. And then you start just by doing small talk, asking the typical questions, and just to start a conversation, talk about something that is very general, that is very maybe clear, talk about the weather. And lately an experience that I had taught me that awkward silence can be a very, very good thing. And I want to tell you about the story and what I have learned. Me and my friend, we both play tennis, and we wanted to go to see a tennis match. So we booked tickets and wanted to go there. And then my friend texted me that she knows another boy in our tennis club and that he also would like to come. And I knew this boy, but I didn't really like him. He was not so friendly, I think. And yes, I just never talked to him, or there was no connection. Sometimes I even felt that he was not friendly to other people or that he didn't behave well. But okay, so I said, yes, why not? Like, I wasn't 100% convinced, but it was not like it's a very big thing for me, so I just said, yes, you can do it. And then on this day, we went together to the tennis match, and my friend drove us. So we arrived there, and generally, even if you're with a person that you don't like or you're not connected to, but there's another middle person that makes the connection, so it's okay to be together because you have this one person who connects, the middle person connects the other two person, and the two persons don't need to have a connection. So this day we went to grab some food and some fries, and then we went up the stadium, and it was very hot. So after some time in the break, I wanted to get some water. The friend of my friend, like the boy, my friend was a girl, maybe in this way you can understand who I mean. So my friend wanted to stay there in the stadium because we went up a lot of stairs to get to our seats. I think they were the most cheap seats in the stadium. So she didn't want any water, and that's why she didn't want to come all the way down and up again. So I said I want to grab some water, and the other friend of my friend, the boy, also said that he wanted to grab something from my friend's car because he brought food and he's on a diet. I don't know, like he wanted to take this specific food from the car of my friend. Only both of us went down and my friend stayed there. And then we walked together, like, to buy water and then to the car. And there was this awkward silence. And first I didn't know what to do because it was very weird. And I also didn't want to talk to him because I don't like to play like I'm interested in another person if I'm not. So the first 5 minutes we just walked side by side and nobody was speaking a word, which is also weird. After some time I just got comfortable. Like, first it was very weird for me, but after some time I just thought, okay, I accepted it if there will be no conversation, and I didn't want to have small talk. So if there would be no conversation, so it's okay. Silence is also good. And this is a very big step for me because actually I was a lot this kind of person who starts to talk about something, not to have this awkward silence, because I don't know. I thought like, this is a very weird feeling, what they might think about me, blah blah blah. But this time I just accepted it. And then, what this whole video is about, that when you accept this silence and don't try to artificially start a conversation and talk about something general and irrelevant, that then you leave the room for the other person maybe to ask something that they really want to talk about and not something general that nobody's interested in. And then we started like to talk, and he asked something about my school and what I want to do after I finished it. Like we talked about the past after I finished high school. What were my feelings, what did I want to do. I got a completely different impression about him because we didn't talk about anything connected to tennis, and in the past I was like only in the tennis context with him. So I understand that we even had similar values. Freedom is very important for us, maybe to find a job in the future where you can have a lot of freedom or independence and make your own schedule. And he also told me what's his plan, and I don't want to go too much into the details, but the crazy thing was that if you leave the room for awkward silence, people can open up themselves. And this would never have happened if I would just start to talk about something random like the weather. Yes, because then the conversation is like drifting into something general and normal and like small talk like. But if you leave the room, you leave the room for maybe, I don't know, deeper questions. And this is also the nature of a slow conversation, because what we have today is these fast conversations, and everybody just asking very fast, replying and responding very fast. And with this fast responding to the other person, the conversation is very shallow and superficial. But if you leave a bit of time, then you can enter to very deep insights. So now I think about him a bit different, and it's again a sign that we have a lot of assumptions about other people. What can we take out from my story for our everyday life? Give awkward silence a chance and stay comfortable with silence, and then wait, maybe there's a question that your conversation partner or the person around you really wants to ask you, and he's just waiting for the right moment. Leave your control aside, experience where the conversation might take you without trying to control it, without trying to control that there shouldn't be any silence, because this control, yes, prevents us from discovering new parts of the other person's and entering to new topics. What do you think about it? Do you had similar experiences? I'm very excited for your answers, and give awkward silence a chance. Bye bye.